Yes, that with that last note, this is George Senda, the real, official, original, authentic, the one. Oh, the music is going on with something else. Hold on. Austemperous iTunes playing something. I don't know what. All right. Anyway, it's me, George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh, the real official, and all that stuff. Except no cheesy YouTube commentators, doppelgangers, imposters, trolls, fake Georges. I am quite alive, feeling much better. And what it was, this is my body telling me to lose weight and change my diet. In the hospital 5 hours. Kathy was very tired. I was very tired. My little girl has been out all night and all day. I don't know where she is. My little girl Kat, worried about her. Fed Talkie and Tiny this morning and Kitten. I have 3 crushed discs in the base of my spine, and sorry about the people talking behind me. And that causes the spine to sit on top of the sciatic nerve. And what the problem was, I was having stabbing pains right here for about 12 hours or more. The sciatic nerve made the pain radiate along my chest to here and just nonstop. Well, it didn't. It stopped and then started again, stabbing pain. So that's what it was. He gave me prednisone. They gave me a shot in my hip. Prednisone is very bitter. It got caught in my mouth, and even with the water, it didn't go down. Nasty stuff. And other pills, and I got to go. And he was concerned I might have shingles, but I don't. My heart's fine. They did blood work. When you have a heart attack, which I didn't know, your blood level goes up, and my blood level was normal. They did an EKG, that's normal. They did X-ray, that was normal. So no heart attack. So there was gristle on my steak, and there was too damn much fat on Kathy's prime rib, but she ate it all later. So, but I had an altercation with the manager there because I got a 15% off coupon from the assistant manager. I lost a $20 gift card, and the woman was an absolute B word. So, and then she says, "This is a family restaurant." Excuse me, this woman in front of me is my family. We've been together for 40 years. So I have a family too. They're in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So I hate that family restaurant garbage. It excuses any behavior, no matter how bad, including by the management. So I will contact Black Angus on Monday and also write the letter because I cannot find that $20 gift card that was given to me several years ago when we had a horrible experience. They burned my steak. They burned my friend's steak. And Kathy's prime rib was 50% fat and gristle. So we got the $90 back there. A friend took us out to dinner. And they gave her a gift card, and then I went in and got a gift card for me. We had a subsequent meal. We've been going to that restaurant since 1977. This is in Pleasant Hill. They had a fire for 2 years, and it was gone for a year. And I carried that damn gift card in my wallet for 2 years, and I don't know what happened to it. But the point is that loyalty doesn't seem to matter or anything. She could have taken the 15% off the bill. She wouldn't do it. And I finally said, "I'm done with you." And she says, "I'm the manager. You can't talk to me." I go, "Yes, I can, ma'am. I'm done talking to you. Now go away." She left. And I worked retail for years, and my dad was a professional chef. People didn't do this back in the old days. They valued their customers, and now it's just profit and greed and obnoxious behavior by employees who should never work with public. So, no, the meal was fine. I had a salad. I had 2 shrimp. Kathy got the other shrimp. The cocktail sauce is very spicy. It had something. It was, I think it was fried eggplant, fried zucchini, fried something, and some chicken strips that were a little spicy. And Kathy had mud pie, and it was too much for her. She thought she usually shares it with Patty when she goes there. And I said to her, let's not go here again. Every time we come here, we have a bad eating experience or a bad attitude experience. So, but I said, if you sign up for the club, you get a free meal on your birthday. So I'm going to sign her up next week, and we'll find another Black Angus to go. So that's what's going on. Oh, I worked in bookstores, kind of an unpaid trade, go for it, computer stores, adult video stores, gasoline stations, mini marts, security guard. So, but got robbed at gunpoint 3 times and quit. I said, God is telling me to quit. So, and because of the sciatic nerve problem, my feet go dead. They don't go dead only when I'm driving. It's just when I'm lying down on my bed of torture, the sofa bed, and I get cramps in my left leg, sometimes my right leg, and but they won't operate, and I wish they would, because my mother had the same problem. She had 2 crushed discs and 1 missing disc, and they operated on her. She died on the operating table. They brought her back, and she went through 18 years of absolute agony. Hers were in the upper spine. So I don't like Five Guys hamburgers, but they do give you one hell of a lot of French fries. They give you salted peanuts. But I'm sitting across from Subway looking at a picture of some kind of orange sandwich, and I'm going to have to lay off bread and junk and French fries and all the things you like, but that will wind up killing you. So my goal right now by Alien Con, I'm going to go get Slim Fast tomorrow. I get my check. I will order the Alien Con ticket. Saturday, we go up to Sacramento. A meeting guy is going to sell me an iPad for $125. The other iPad will be returned to the repair guy on Friday, and he will ship it out. So I'll have that next week. Then I will go to T-Mobile, add live Wi-Fi to the iPad, where I can be Wi-Fi anywhere, so I don't have to lug around this 6-pound boat anchor MacBook. Thank you. I'm glad I will kick you. I literally thought so did Kathy. We both thought I was having a heart attack. It was at the same spot for 12 hours. And I'm going, what the hell is wrong with me? So I'll have 2 iPads at Alien Con. They'll both be insured. I'll have this MacBook. I'll have my 2 portable hard drives. I'll have my cheap headphones that'll, only work on one side sometimes. I got a pair of good headphones, but I can't find the charging port. They're wireless, but you have to plug them in to charge them. And I got to start labeling things. I got too much stuff in my apartment. And I would have had a cell phone today, except that once again, they won't accept my mailing address. I don't know. I don't know why my lips look darker. It could be the light. I'm in heavy shade here, thank God, because it's very bright here. I left my sunglasses in the glove compartment. Let's see. So next Thursday, I'll go up Monday, pay my rent, $110. I don't have to pay full rent this month. And get another letter. I'm going to get asked to make me like 4 copies. Everybody wants proof of where I live. Like my mailing address is not, we can't accept a P.O. box. We can't accept the mailing address, which comes up as a P.O. box. So I don't get any mail at home. Only time I get anything delivered is that FedEx will deliver stuff and Chewy will deliver stuff to my door. And then I get an invoice saying where I live. So I got to go get another letter. You live at my address. Take it into the people on Thursday, and I'll get a brand new Android phone, and then I'll have a cell phone, and I can maybe do videos with that. So, and then the goal in July is to get my iPhone 5S repaired, and so I'll have then 5 devices, then get to work on the 2010 iMac and the 2005 Mac Mini. And then we sell the Prius in July, and then we'll start saving up for a touring Prius, which has leather seats and other things the regular 2007 Prius doesn't have. Leather seats make it a lot more comfortable to ride in. And we're going to storage. So they didn't put me in a gown because they just put electrodes on my chest. And most of the time they do, but in this case they didn't. But they were really backed up with people, with nonstop people. We had to wait an hour and a half just for a room. So I made a joke. Can I please take the pad on your gurney home and throw it on my torturous my sofa bed, because I can feel all the springs in my back. That may be another reason why my back. Yeah, I don't know. If you sweat long enough and your shorts fall down and pull down, it may get stuck. I don't know. But I've sat in leather seats. They're very, very comfortable. And then after we buy a Prius, and after I repair my other drive, there's something in my water. I've got something in the bottom of my water glass. God knows what. Then I will save up for a newer Mac and then start saving up my 4x4, pay my traffic fines off, get my license back. I figure that will take about 2 years to pay off the $2,600 in traffic fines, and another 2 years to pay my 4x4, or maybe 2 years to pay for my 4x4. And then I'll have my own car, and Kathy won't bitch about it. I have to drive your FedEx. We go out together in the shop, but you still complain, and you complain you didn't have a car. And I got you 4 Priuses in a row. Patty isn't doing it. Nobody else is. And there goes a slight bit of pain right now. So, but that's probably because I'm sitting in this metal bench here. And it's not exactly, it's like a giant steel picnic table, and it's not exactly what I would call. Because Prius is one, if it's not as crappy as ours only gets 38 miles a gallon. It sucks. It's got 230,000 miles on it. It had 200,000. We bought it. A 2007 Prius in good condition, where everything runs right, should get 58 to 60 miles a gallon on the highway. So we're going to get rid of this, buy another car, sell it at a loss. We paid $4,000 for this piece of crap, and then and the air conditioning doesn't work right. So we're going to get another Prius. You don't have to maintain them as long as you put oil in them, put air in the tires. The transmission fluid is 10 years. The coolant you only change every couple of years. It's got 3 water pumps on it. You can take the whole battery out, the giant battery. Little battery is $225. We have done that. That actually starts the car, and then it sends a signal from the dashboard to the big battery to actually get the car running. The only reason you need the battery is when you're stopped, it switches from gasoline to electric. So, excuse me. There is no Missouri P.O. box. And this is an imposter. So, I have not been in Missouri since 1968. And this is the imposter, who is probably the imposter, the guy from Pittsburgh. And I will find that out later. No, Kathy's cat, the doctor, make sure it doesn't get infected. It's healing. This one is sore. They're both very frightened of anybody else that isn't Kathy. They were abused by 2 children, and this woman had 2 dogs and 2 children. She couldn't keep the cats, and the children were screwing with them and abusing them and harassing them. And the dogs were attacking them, and they were totally freaked out. I don't think they've ever gotten over it. But when I picked up Cleo and I pet her and clip her claws, she sits, her eyes are bugged out, but she sits in my arms and I tell her I love her and I kiss her and I pet her and I give her lots of love and hugging. And the minute I let her go, she runs in the bed and runs under the bed. The same with Caesar. When I get him out from under the bed, he's fine. He doesn't growl at me or hiss or anything, but he loves to, they both love the hiding place they have. The number one place they hide, and they can't get them out of there. They're way in the back, is the kitchen cabinets. And I try to get them out of there, and hiss, hiss. So I've gotten him out of there before, and he gets upset because their claws are so sharp that Kathy has about 40 marks on her side because Caesar likes to propel himself off her side, off the bed, and he digs his claws into her. And Cleo does the same thing. They both use her as a trampoline, so I have to keep going over there and cutting their claws. No, I'm not going to swap a rotary engine. And why? I don't want to go faster. The Prius, the last Prius we had, 5, they won't go any faster than that. I did about 9 months of research in the Prius before we bought our first one in 2002. But remember, I am not car mechanically inclined, particularly with my arthritis in my hands. I am not going to take apart an engine and put another engine in. I can go get an engine for the Prius and swap it out, but it'd be about $1,200 just for the engine. It's just easier to sell this son of a bitch and get another car. Now, change the transmission fluid, change the coolant, change the filters, change the spark plugs, change the valves, change whatever it needs. Put all new tires on it, fix the, what's that stuff? Alignment, swap out the main battery, swap out the small battery, clean out the air conditioning vents, put an iPad in the dashboard, and then give it to Patty. And we go buy a brand new Prius. So, hello, Christopher. What the hell are you doing in Germany? Where are you at? Wie geht's? So, well, the other problem is that, like, we go to Toyota Pro. They will not take non-Toyota replacement parts and work. That will send me any Toyota part I want, and they are official Toyota parts, and they're a hell of a lot cheaper than going to a dealer here. The next cheapest is Reno. I haven't changed clothes because, one, I'm tired. I got up. I woke up this morning about 11 o'clock and fed Fuzzy and Fluffy and fed Kitten and went to the soup kitchen and saw them there with the cell phones and gave them all my paper. Had to go back and look for I don't have any paperwork with my address on it. Oh, this is not good because your lease is expired. Your your old ID is expired. Oh, God. So I got to go to a letter from housing on Monday. But I only have like 3 clean shirts. So, are you going to pay for it, Inuyasha? And I'm not in the Inuyasha. The one that's in the Inuyasha is Kathy. I'm feeling better. Hi, who's it? If Pokemon, my favorite Pokemon is Charizard. Though I do have the mailman in my pocket, somewhere. God, she's gorgeous. Reddit here, absolutely gorgeous. It's in here. Where is it? Weird thing. I call him the mailman. One of the episodes, this is Dragonite. He delivers the mail. So that's my other favorite Pokemon, other than Charizard. He's so cute. He has a little mail bag and a little mail hat. That's my keychain. So, I don't know. I'd have to ask Kathy. She knows all these things. I'm sure they sell something on eBay. Now, I'm buying her, she wants for her birthday a Blastoise Pokemon Gym shirt. So I'm going to buy that tomorrow for her. She would binge watch every series of Pokemon while I would go in the bedroom and do videos or read or sleep or something. So I've never seen a Pokemon shirt except for kids at Walmart. There's very few adult. There's Star Wars stuff, and there's Bigfoot, and there's maybe Game of Thrones, and she has an Inuyasha shirt, but it's somewhere in storage. I got that for her too. For the plate, no, there is. I think it's still in Japantown in San Francisco, the video store, and she used to get Inuyasha stuff there. And then there was another store that sold Hello Kitty and Pokemon. There was a Hello Kitty store, but the store sold Pokemon and Inuyasha, and they went bye-bye. And then the Hello Kitty sent, they're really big plush things, and he has a lot of models that you never see here. They're from Japan and Germany, but the stuff are like 75, 80, 140. Yeah, it's my sciatic nerve. The spine was pressing the sciatic nerve, and the pain was radiating to right here for about 12 hours. So it gave me pills. I got to go get medication tomorrow. And he said, he gave me prednisone for inflammation, and said, go get pain pills. And this is my body signaling me I wait. But the problem is I have the 3 crushed discs, and they're on the very base of the spine. And the back doctor said, well, if I operate, it might make it worse. I said, yeah, it might make it better. Wouldn't have back pain, a numbness. So they're so afraid to do anything, they do nothing. I think it's because they're all afraid of getting sued. I can't prove it, but. No. I'm not going to ride. Only way I'm going to ride a motorcycle that has a sidecar. Like Hogan's Heroes, you know. I tried riding a motorcycle once in the back with a friend of mine, just about killed us. I could not learn how to lean when he made it. It was one of my larger mistakes. So now I make Kathy drive me around just so annoy her. Or I would have to get my Wehrmacht uniform. It's on the list of things I would have bought if I had the money. Somebody sold, and I think it went for $550. They sold John Banner's Sergeant Schultz top coat from Hogan's Heroes. I would have bought that. Wear that in the sidecars, Sergeant Schultz. But Kathy was very scared that I was afraid. Hello, Adam. She was afraid I was having a heart attack, but I wasn't. It's just that because of my weight and because this thing presses on my spine, the spine presses that sciatic nerve. I keep having odd pains, and I had some here too. So, I'm much better. And I took naproxen today, and I took Prilosec over the counter. And their commercials are liar. They say 24 hours, no heartburn. Bull, you get heartburn. Taking it now for about a week, and I'm still getting heartburn and reflux. So the over-the-counter stuff is garbage. Kathy takes a generic version of the prescription straight Nexium, and that didn't even work. I've got really bad reflux. I had an ulcer for years. Yeah. Hey, quit honking. I'm out here in the street now. Not next month. Depending on everything, that's $54.95. So I have internet at home. I'll be having the iPad internet data plan. They said I can use it as a Wi-Fi hotspot in my house. I may not need even internet in my house. Can use the iPad for that, but I don't know if I will lose my home phone. This is why I need a cell phone. Oh, what an old baby! How cute. Yeah. So I should have that iPhone Thursday. Not iPhone, Android phone. And then eventually I will buy an iPhone on my own. Probably an iPhone 7. I don't need an 8, an X, a 10, whatever the hell it is. So I'll be... fully up to date. Well, they honk at people. I mean, this is a very busy corner. This is the main. This is. Don't look at me. I don't know, but I take it because I've got this horrible reflex, and I get heartburn from certain things. I had some blocks of cheddar cheese, Nico. Everything's linked to something, the air, the water, coffee. Remember, they told us coffee's bad, then they said coffee's good, then they said wine was bad, then they said wine was good, alcohol was bad, alcohol was good, sex is bad, sex is good, breathing is good, breathing is bad, Drinking tap water, drinking filtered water, don't drink filtered water, eggs are bad, eggs are good, milk is good, milk is bad, cholesterol, carb. Yeah, well, you go to there are class action lawsuits out there all the time, but I look at them. There's one now. If you had an American Express card in 2016, there's a class action lawsuit. There's class action lawsuits for Roundup. There's class action lawsuits. They had a pet duck animal food, and it was tainted with pesticides. And there's about 75 products by Scotts, I think. Who knew they made animal food other than grass seed? And people are getting money back from that. We used to buy cracked corn to feed the ducks, and this stuff was killing animals. It was killing birds. It was killing dogs, cats. It's horrible. They knew it was happening. They did nothing. This is what's disgusting about this sort of thing. I have dry eye, and I don't have my dry bottle with me, and my eyes start to weep and burn after a while. And tomorrow I'll get the Visine A, which I misplaced somewhere in my apartment, and take that. When I go to AlienCon, I call Southwest. What do I do about, okay, pain? You can stop now. I'm getting another pain in my chest. But what do I do about having my iPad, my iPhone, my MacBook, my hard drives in my bag? Do they x-ray all that stuff, or can they examine it? Well, it's no. I had dry eye apparently before my eye surgery, but which is really weird because you get tears with dry eye, which you'd think you wouldn't get tears if your eye had dry, but your eye keeps creating tears to stop the dry eye. It's very aggravating. Clear bags? What the hell are clear bags? Yeah, they grind up dead cats and dogs and put them in cat and dog food, and there's a class action suit coming about that. It should be illegal. You shouldn't feed an animal another animal. I mean, chicken, fish, beef, turkey, liver, but not another. Put to sleep. It's got to put. It's horrible, disgusting. I was too upset when my Mickey Mouse had to be put to death. I didn't take him home, and I should have put him in a carrier and got left and take. I was crying so much. Hello, pair. I should have taken Mickey home and buried him next to Minnie Mouse. Minnie got run over. My beloved two little cats that I raised, some little tiny babies you could put in your hand. Betty Boop. And that's why Kathy wound up having Betty Boop, because Mickey kept chasing her out of the building. I don't know why he started doing it, because he got along fine with Fluffy for a long time. One day he started kicking the hell out of him in the head and biting him and growling at him and hissing at him. That's why I don't like male cats. Well, you know what? First of all, you spelled it wrong. It's ERRIN. It's two N's, I believe. So, I'm not gonna have this stuff go on in here. That's a kind of trollish comment. So please don't do that. I've had people threaten to show up at the first AlienCon and beat me up, and that never happened. Then they said they were going to film. No one was there filming me, and no one was there attacking me. And it'd be pretty stupid to attack me when there's event security and the Santa Clara police. So people say all kinds of things they're going to do. I've had people threaten to come to my house and shoot me. That didn't happen either. Although one troll did come all the way from San Diego, came to my house and claimed that he was going to take Kathy and me to dinner. That was all BS too. That was the great evil troll. The hell is his name now? I call him Big Crap Oil, but it's Little Chris. And he also made promises he was going to get land. He had Mendocino and build me a house and all that. And that the sewer gabbers have turned on her, and so have Jason Callan's people. I've been informed of that. So she wants to do videos, fine. But why it bothers that I do haul videos, I don't know. Okay, no. Remember, you know the rules. No Mennonite, no Amish talk on this channel. Long-standing rule: no Amish talk, no discussion of the Amish or the Mennonites. And I do that because people always ask, "What are you eating? What are you buying? What are you going to go eat?" Somebody asked me one or two live videos ago, "What am I?" Oh God, I wish I'd taken those drops with me. Gets very windy out here, and I get all the pollen in my eyes. That isn't helping either. And I'm out of Allegra. I need to buy a drug company is what I need to do. And then I can just ship all the drugs to me for me and buy Chewy, buy PetSmart. Yeah, well, you start commenting on me, you get the haters attacking you for commenting on me. It's horrible. They're despicable people. So, now, if someone wants to talk to me and they're respectful and nice and not coming up there giving me a bunch of stuff or interrupting, if they start interrupting my live videos, I'll just stop the video and go somewhere else. Hell, I could do a live video in the bathroom. So, I'm not going to people harass me. And if they harass me enough, I'll just get convention security that's owned by the city of Los Angeles sheriff, for all I know. I would have armed security with me 24 hours a day. So, all right. Have a good one, Who's It? Have a good time. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming in. So, another thing is eyes get really red. George Norrie was not paying me a month late. And the whole point of my getting the videos on Coast was to pay my internet bill. Oh, someone saw my shirt today. I remember him running for president. I said, that's George Norrie, the host of Coast to Coast. He's a friend of mine, and my videos are on Coast to Coast. So I get more comments in this shirt because nobody knows who Norrie is. What's in there? What the hell? It looks like an onion or something. It is a piece. It's a piece of onion. Why is there a piece of onion? Purple onion in my water. Oh, well. So, I have a couple of clean shirts, but they're my Hams Bear shirts that I try not to wear because once they're gone, once they start to fade, wear them anymore, you can't replace them. I have a sweatshirt. I got a lot of laundry to do the next week. I have a whole box of clothes to do first, and including the stuff I'm going to wear at Alien Con. And if I had, I'd have enough shirts to wear one new shirt every day, and that would be my goal. One new funny shirt or related to movies or whatever, or the paranormal. And that way I'd have a house with a washer and dryer, preferably a blonde, brunette, or redhead who would do the washing, and get Kathy mad. And she did a hospital video and said I was faking. Well, you know what? The next video, I will show my paperwork at the hospital and the diagnosis. So anyone who says I'm fake, remember these people do this crap constantly. There's nothing wrong with me. I shouldn't be on disability. I'm a con man. I'm a Medicare cheat, a welfare cheat, a Social Security cheat, an income. I always love that income tax cheat, and unemployment cheat. Well, how do I get income tax when I don't have a job? And Social Security supplemental income is not taxable. So, but they make it up, and people have heard me scream in my videos when the back starts hurting or the knee. Or I was on the phone one day with Kathy and I screamed. She said, "What's that?" I said, "That's my right kneecap objecting to be spike of pain in the kneecap, and that's because I have broken cartilage underneath my kneecap, which they won't fix either. But that's partly because they said lose weight. They never tell me how much weight to lose. So, I mean, Christ, I'm walking with this stupid thing. 3 of my canes have been stolen. Next week, we go get my new cane. And this throws off my balance. I couldn't see the damn curb this morning. The sun was in my eyes and did a little dance across the sidewalk and almost hit some guy and almost fell. Believe me, this is not the body I want. I want an android body with my brain in it. And one who made more money than I do. But I get migraine headache, dry eye, I get cataract, I get artificial lenses in my eye, I get sinus infection from grass, I'm missing a lot of teeth, they're gone. There's not much left in me that works. Someone liked my comments about they gave me a shot in the hip. I said, "We're going to shoot me in the behind." She said, "No, in the hip." And I thought they were going to really jam it in there, but they didn't. So, but this crap. A grifter is. I gave the definition of a grifter once in a video recently, and the old style grifters were old style con men, and they tell fake stories to people. But the true con men usually make a lot of money. They go through it fast. They marry people under assumed names. They get all their money. They kill their wives or husbands. And they move on to the next victim. And I've got bins of gold and silver in my apartment. I wish. All of that. Now this weekend, you will see. We're going to go to the coin dealer tomorrow and get one of my loans out. And finally, at Walmart, try to get some new shorts or get measured for shorts so I can get new shorts to wear at Alien Con where I can wear a belt. These fall down because they're all, I've been wearing them so long, they're too loose. But I don't con people. Everybody knows everything I do, but I'm a con man. I live in a very, very cramped apartment with too much stuff. And I also get called a hoarder and a slob and all that stuff. People fixate on YouTube people and start criticizing for no reason because, one, they're anonymous, and two, they can. And it's not just me, it's a lot of other people get hate comments too. By the way, I'm watching this guy go by in a Suzuki and he's bent over. I can't do that. Well, the problem with YouTube is you report them, they don't do anything about it. I've had people call me the A word, MF, disparage my religion, disparage my politics, report them for harassment. They do nothing. YouTube is a paper tiger. If YouTube were to really enforce their own rules, a lot of people wouldn't be on YouTube. Like that pervert Casio who harassed me for years, who harassed other people, double convicted child molester, now in jail for 3 counts of having child pornography on his computer, and other people. And he published my home phone number. I've had to change my home phone 9 times. So I want a cell phone. Yeah, YouTube cares about copyrights if you're big guys or if you create music. But if someone wants to violate your copyright by editing your video, by splicing together words electronically to make it sound like you're saying something you don't, by using your entire video as they say it's commentary, which is also illegal, they don't do anything about it. So there's a double standard with YouTube. One day I'm going to go down physically to YouTube before we sell the car and talk to them about this. I got at least 5 imposters saying they're George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. I get people claiming, another guy claims he has a P.O. box in East Liberty in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and he's getting money for that. He says he's George Senda, and post office says there is no such P.O. box, but they can claim that. And I don't know about this thing in Missouri. So they are liars. They are the true con men, not I. I've told people, and I'll say it again, that if I were a real con man, it's successful, and I'd be singing Las Vegas or Rio or Buenos Aires, living off my vast hoard of money that I conned out of people, but only my conscience wouldn't let me do that. Well, I have a friend who says I shouldn't comment on these people. It just encourages them. So I prefer not to do that. I'm commenting on it now, but to make a separate video, they just turn around and start doing more tech videos because it gets some attention. This is part of what they're doing this sort of thing for. They want people to watch their videos. And I will go and sit down when I'm done, and I will go report her as harassing. But whether they'll do anything or not, I don't know. It's not against YouTube rules to encourage to tell anybody not to donate to me. That's part of the problem. It is there is a thing about harassment, but like I said, they don't force harassment rules. And the sad thing, if I won the lotto, she supposedly has had financial and medical problems. I would go back to Kentucky or wherever the hell she lives and write a cashier's check, say here, and because I have an obligation to her, a moral obligation that she sent me a lot of money, a lot of cat food. I would help her out. That's the way I am. So, but I won't put up with people coming into my chat and being trolled. I got this thing last night where so and so is banned. Well, they did something wrong in chat. That's why they're banned. I have a friend who says you should not do videos commenting on the video on her, and she immediately attacked me for doing a video about her. So she's not being a good person. Yeah, Richard Griper or whatever the hell his name is, Richard, and somebody said last night that Richard was actually this Miller who went to Art Bell's gravesite. Like your shirt. I have cats. I have 3 and I feed 6 more. Yeah, love things that are furry and fuzzy. Nope, not going to unban him because I don't like pressure. This is my channel, and I don't like people pressure to. So paranormal, Norman, don't give me crap. I'm not going to ban people when I ban them. I don't know if he. Somebody sent me really lewd postcards of all kinds of stuff. Or Miller did. I don't know who, but I thought it was Rotten Squirrel. So, Rotting Squirrel. I talked to the postal inspector about that, and they said I get any more to notify them, but they're coming better. So I'll have the iPad. The iPad will be repaired tomorrow and sent out, and then I go to T-Mobile, sign up for $25. They claim I'll have Wi-Fi anywhere. I'll have the data plan, and I'll be doing videos straight off the iPad. So, yeah, but you don't do that with a car. You do that with a book. Uh-oh. So, I'm reading the shirt of the Imperial Stormtroop. Um, I was not up to when I woke up. I woke up and went fed Fuzzy and Fluffy, and then made corn attacks my colon now, and ate that with barbecue chicken and peas and carrots and some kind of strange potatoes. I'm not sure what this Rick Roll guy was either. So, oh, that thing. Yeah, never going to give you up. Send me a box. When I opened it, it plays never going to give you up. Going to do something. Or they do this as a prank. And, you know, I've been sent glitter bombs. I sent pornography. I've sent octopus candy. I've been sent my iPad that was stolen. So both iPads, the iPad returning will be insured. The other one will be insured. Then eventually I'll get it. By the way, if you wish to donate to the guy from Pittsburgh to help fund the Alien Con,